Ah, wow, that kind of like ties it together a little bit, hey? Not too bad. I didn't think I changed anything. Uh, I have such a tiny glass, and I got up, drank the whole thing. After I sat back down, and I got to get up and get another one. Oh, all right. Well, that's good. Now we're all focused up. So let's go to Bahari Bay, and we'll push the quest line that way. Um. Huh? What? You can change the landscape? That is so cool! How do you purchase it? I bet you buy it, right? Yeah. But you know, what a cool thing to spend money on, right? To change the landscape of where your house is. I can kind of dig that. I feel pretty good about all that. So, you know, I've been spending a lot of time trying to... Can I fish over here? No, I can't fish in my own pond. So I gotta go chop down some trees, apparently. And then I get to plant the trees. So I don't know, like, I've been fiddling with the different settings associated to, mini cooking party, anyone? I need some help leveling up. I've been really struggling. Like, I want to try and make this stream look better, but I guess apparently my hardware is just super limited. You know, it's like all I can handle is like the mediocre quality of stream. But it doesn't help that like my So what I'm thinking about doing is here we go. Heart drawers. Run him up! So I've been trying to make the stream quality better because I'm anal like that, I suppose. And it's been quite a challenge, right? Like I've learned a lot about the streaming encoders and all this stuff, but the bottom line is that my video card can't handle it. Like Palia, because I like to run everything on Epic, and even I guess if I didn't, the encoder just isn't good enough to produce the high quality stream content that I want to make, right? Like, what's going on here? Like, am I running off to a different? All right, well, let's just do this because. You know, I want the stream to look like the game because the game looks so good. I want the stream to look good. It really, really, really bugs me that the stream looks fuzzy, but the game looks amazing, right? Like, it just, you really can't get the, what do you want to call it, man? You can't really get, it's quality, but you really can't get the breadth. Or the, you know, like all the subtlety of the quality of the way everything looks. Because the stream is fuzzy, you know, and it fuzzes out when you move, like, so what's going on there? Like, why can't I just like climb over that edge? I don't know if I'm gonna make it now because I've already burned up most of my stamina. I'm a little confused. There we are. You know, so I want to get a new microphone and a new video card so that I can do all the things I want to do, right? Like, and here's a stupid thing, like, am I really going to become any, like, hardcore, like, really good, noted streamer? More than likely not. I don't have the electric personality that I think people are looking for, you know, and I don't have the excitement that brings people back, I think, on average. I can't get out. So I probably, what, gotta go this way and then come this way? Or go around all the way? That's unfortunate. The edges are so high, I won't be able to scale it. But, you know, to me, like, I've always liked to do things well. Which is, I don't know, it's exhausting, but when you finally achieve what you're shooting for, it feels good. You know, and with all my illnesses, there's so little in my life that I'm capable of doing well. It's like, I really would like to at least produce a nice quality looking stream. If not a quality streamer, just a quality stream. Needs a battery. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I wish I had the personality that would attract people, but I think I have too many burdens that I've been bringing with me from my past, and it makes it hard for people to connect with me, I think. That's interesting. The camera's underwater and it's making it shimmer across the screen. I think I'm going to take my Tudka. And I drank all my water again. I don't know. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. It seems to be a thing. I take myself way too seriously, and I'm just too hard on myself. You know, I don't know, like, maybe I just don't have the dedication to do anything well. You know, that takes any real amount of time. Because it's like, how are you supposed to get noticed as a streamer, honestly? I mean, I'm not even kidding with you. Twitch's algorithm sucks, you know, and most people don't flip the streamers to the lowest, you know, viewers. You know, anybody that looks at a streamer with 1 or 0 viewers is like, you know, is not being successful, right? You know what I mean? And why hang out with one person, right? But, I, I always thought it would be nice. Nice to have a big group of people to hang out with, and but the reality is I'm an antisocial person. Like, I struggle to just even be social in the most basic of circumstances. You know, like today, a lady, like, I was struggling with some feelings because my dog, Buddy, decided to roll around in some poop when we went out to go pick up our raw milk today, and it just, for some reason, it really struck me badly. Like, because we're like almost an hour away from home. I would say about 45 minutes away from home, you know, and my wife and son had to clean it up. And, you know, my big fear is that, excuse me, the poop had parasites or other things in it, because that happens, right? And with all my all my diseases, it's like, all it would take is one screw up, and any positive movements forward in my life would be completely obliterated. And it just saddens me, right? Because it's like, I gotta walk this razor's edge on absolutely everything I do. So it's like everything has to be meticulously calculated. You know, because my body's so fragile. And it really bothers me. Like, I got a lot of anger about it. You know, and I don't really know how to deal with it all. You know, because it's so overwhelming. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in any severe amount of pain to the point where you're, like, where it's just like it breaks your mental. You know, I don't know if you've even been in that much pain, but then have it happen like consistently every day, day in and day out, without a break or minor breaks in between. And the breaks don't even really equate to a break, really. It's just you're not in as much pain as you were, you know, when you're having, you know, consistent flare-ups. And it just snaps me like a twig. And I don't know how you're supposed to become zen while your body is just, you know, sharing all these pain sensations and exhaustion and everything else, like just all this negative stuff with me. It's like, and then I don't know what to do about any of it, because nothing I seem to do makes it any better. And I mean, I've tried so many things, you have no idea. And most of the things I've tried have hurt me. You know, so it's like I spend a lot of time ruminating on negative feelings and thoughts because I just can't seem to get past these physical barriers. And any progress I've made has been hard fought, and it's taken years upon years upon years to feel like any movement forward. And it's all something that I've had to find for myself, like the doctors that I've depended upon to bring about healing in my life have failed. They have let me down severely, so I've lost a lot of faith in the medical community. And I don't know how to move forward a lot of the time, because it's like, I can't even go to work, and pursue any of my financial dreams. I have to remain destitute and poor. And I was on my way to becoming a multimillionaire. I would have been a millionaire, I think, in my lifetime had I been able to continue on my path. But that was taken away from me, by my illnesses, and maybe be something I'll never ever get again. I've never have an opportunity to be successful financially ever again, and lift myself out of the lifestyle and I'm currently in, and essentially treat my family, maybe have a generational wealth for my son, and also for my wife if something happens to me. And instead, you know what I mean, we got pennies we're just trying to scrape together to be able to survive. And I don't know, it's all too much for me. I am Najuma. Or at least I used to before he sold it and it was too dangerous. Now that I meant to complain to a complete stranger, so sorry. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey man, I get suffering. I understand pain. I hope that one day I have the understanding and the wisdom to truly be the person I want to be. Yeah, can you build me a glider? Oh yeah, I can help you out with that. Sweet! I've been troubleshooting my glider tech lately, and I need a bunch of test sub volunteers to help me with the aerodynamics and stuff. Oh, that's delicious. I do it myself, but my dad's been really overprotective lately. He won't let me in the mines, won't let me jump off cliffs. Ugh. If you're interested, I can make one for you too. Just bring me these supplies. Everyone assumes because we're the only kids in town, Anui and I must be besties, but it's really not like that. Anui talks too much for my tastes. I don't know. He's an okay kid. We're just not really close.
Bye.
5 sapwood and 3 cernikites. Wow, that is really not a lot of resources. So let's hit the map. We'll teleport home. Let's click on this guy here, or no, Najuma. And we'll go back home. We'll get what he wants, because we have all this stuff, because I'm a farmer by trade, it seems. And I'll go ahead and get it built. And I'll have my glider. And surprisingly, it's not complicated. It's not high-end materials. So it goes to show you how long I've been kind of holding off doing the quest line. 5 sapwood. Whoops. Is it sapwood or sapwood planks? Sapwood. Yep, and 3 cernikites. One, two, three. Booyah! All right, cool. It's not like I need a lot of money out of life to really, I think, be grateful and happy. I mean, to be really happy or anything. I'd like to be in a place in my life where I don't have to worry too much about where my money comes from. How much of it I'm making, this kind of thing. Like, I would like to just have a nice, steady income be able to do nice things. Like, and it's not like I want to do a lot. It's not like I need a boat or a yacht or anything like that, but it would be nice to go traveling and my hips are out pretty bad, it seems. Fell asleep on the couch and I don't know what the deal is. Oh, something popped. But, you know, ultimately what I wanted to do is this stream here, the thing is, I don't know that I really want to stream on YouTube, right? Or Twitch. You know, because it's like the audience contact is pretty low. You know, not a whole lot of people come into you know, like I guess a starting stream. You know, so people don't know I'm here. Nope, don't do the same mistakes. You know, and then it's like, okay, it's a numbers game, right? So it's like, what I need to do is create reruns and reels, you know, so people can see me. You know, I can't stay a lot. I can't. It's like the thing is, I can't really sit in front of this computer for extended periods of time. I try, like, I've been streaming, you know, over the last week, and I've been putting in a little bit more time than I would normally do, and it's wrecking me. You know, it's just too hard on my body. And it really bothers me because it's like I used to sit in front of a computer all the time. It was my job. It was my profession. It was what I did to live. And now I can't even do what I did to live because my body isn't letting me. And then now I'm struggling to do it even as an entertainment thing. You know, but it's like I would like to stream. I think I like the concept of streaming. I like the sharing of experiences. I like sometimes talking to people. I mean, I have a hard time talking to people, to be honest with you. And I have a hard time relating. I have a hard time not becoming overwhelmed with people, and I have a hard time not being stressed out with people. You know, so it's like I'm antisocial because of it. Because it's not like I don't mind talking to people. It's just, it overwhelms me. I can only do it for so long, and I get tired. And then I start getting cranky, and then I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then it's like, just get out of my face. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's not that I'm intentionally negative or try to bring people down. I do have a tendency to talk about negative things, but the reality is I don't have anything else really positive going on in my life. But I talk about everything in my life. Like, so it's like, whether positive or negative, you get the full experience of what I am. So, I am what I am, and that's all I can be. And I guess it's just sad for me that I'm not more appealing to other people, I suppose, and not for the reasons that I need to have people like me, but I am a social creature, and unfortunately, my mental gets screwed up when I'm not in a social environment periodically, and it would really be nice to log in to stream or, you know, whatever, and just have people to hang out with or to talk with, you know what I mean, or whatever, and socialize with, and in a positive and cordial environment where we can all share experiences and have a good time, and, you know, regardless of what the experience is, and, you know, within reason, right? Like, it's not like I want to what? Where are they? They're inside the house, but where? I suppose maybe I gotta go this way? But the one thing is I'm grateful for is, like, back when I bought my computer, I bought my computer with the intention of having longevity. You know, where because I was a computer technician by trade, where I'd go out to people's houses and work on their computers, you know, I got my social outlets there. You know what I mean? And I was really good for people. I mean, I treated them better than family. And I did my absolute best for them. It just, you know, I just wish it would have worked out a little bit better. And the thing is, it's like I've started I had a really, like, when I was playing WoW a lot, World of Warcraft, I had a guild that had at one point 1,000 members, and we were rotating through hundreds of people every few weeks. You know, like my social circles have influenced a lot of people, but I think the reality is that people can only handle talking about negative things for so long, and I just unfortunately don't have a lot of positives to talk about. It's not that I won't talk about things that are positive, it's just that there's not a lot there, right? Like, my medical issues have stripped away a lot of my desire for life and my ability to do things, so it's like all I can talk about is what's really on my mind. So as an example, if I manage to get to a place where, because right now my medical conditions are unmanaged, and if I get to a place where they're managed, I may be able to focus on other things. Like, I want to do woodworking. I want to do metalworking, metallurgy, you know, where you can do like forging and things. I think that would be kind of cool. My son wants to get into that too, where you do forging and you make things. I don't think I'll make weapons or anything, but I would probably make like artistic type stuff. You know, stuff that made me happy. You know, maybe I would make a, I don't know, something with wood with a metal inlay. You know, and that would be enjoyable to me. I loved metal shop and wood shop when I was a kid. But it's when my mental's capable of allowing me to focus on positive things, I'm all about the positive, right? I'm very upbeat. I'm happy. I'm easy to get along with. I would think that I'm fun to be around, just because I have such a bubbly personality. But most of my days are spent in a lot of pain. So I suspect once I start feeling like my life's getting a little bit better, I may not be like that. It's just until I gotta wait until I get there, I guess. Or I may never get there, and that's the scary thing. Gliding high. So it's like the point is with the whole like streaming thing, like I did it for 3 years. Talk to Gina in the Mysterious Temple. Let's go to Gina. So it's like, I wonder if you can view, it doesn't look like you can view the different like zones unless you're in the zone. So it's like, so far all I can see is that you can only view the zone you're in. I don't see the glider, so I don't know where the glider is. So I'm a little confused. Like, where's the glider? He made me the glider, right?
Oh, you did it!
Huh. See what, like I've only been streaming for about 30 minutes and I'm already struggling to sit here. You know, I have peripheral artery disease, so it's like my legs start to ache. And they ache quite regularly. It's really hard for me to do things without them aching. But I also thought that maybe I'd like to do travel streams and stuff. Like if the channel ever got big enough. You know, but here's the thing. I don't like, okay, so when I ran my business, I never liked being the boss. I never, because the thing is, you talk to somebody that you're paying there to do the work, and they're doing a half-assed job, and then expecting to get payment for it. It's like, well, how about I give you a half-assed paycheck for a half-assed paid day? You know what I mean? Like, if you're not going to work for your money, and you're not going to be an adult about it, and go to work, understand the fact that, you know, I need you here and I need you at your best, and you're just going to kind of like fiddle around and not put your full energy into it, you know, or you're not going to do good work, you know, or work that you're proud of because, you know, you feel like being a schlup and you don't want to work. You know what I mean? Like, have a little pride in yourself and try to do the best you can. If you fail, it's fine. You know, you can always learn and grow. But don't take advantage of people. You know, because life is hard enough. Ooh, I wonder if I can jump on that. Can I jump on that? Yeah! Do they have updrafts? Or is these the only updrafts? Like, because in hang gliders, I don't know if you know this, in a hang glider, the way that you stay up in the air is, this is kind of like a thermal, right? Like, so as you're thermaling, you would go around the outer side of the thermal. But you'd sit here and you would just, I don't know why this thing is like, how do I turn this thing properly? So I'm gliding sideways, but like, how do I turn? It doesn't feel like an accurate representation of how gliding works. Can I like trigger this by jumping in it? No. So it's, I wonder if it's just by, you turn just by turning your, you know, the camera like this. So anyways, we're about 35 minutes in. I'm going to probably crop that or pop that section out and make it a short on YouTube. The last short I made of me bouncing around on the bubbly things in my base ended up yielding me about 200 views. And about, you know, and it didn't really give me any traction on my other video, but I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, like, because I don't typically have that kind of success. And so I'll probably make another goofy little thing, you know? So, I forget exactly what I was talking about. I'm surprised. I'm sure it doesn't really matter. Kind of wandering around. I need to go over here. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is when I was running my guild and when I was, you know, being the boss of people at my job, I just hated it that, you know, people, like, it's one thing to go into work and make a mistake. Completely understandable. But, and even it's understandable to make enough mistakes to where it's like, you know, you feel bad about yourself, but like the reality is if you're going in there doing your best every day, then, you know, there's no reason to feel bad about it, and there's no reason to, you know, not understand those kinds of experiences as a boss, right? Because, you know, we're all human. But my employees, you know, I would talk to them, and then things would get better for just a little while, like a week or two, and then they would go back to the way it was. And it's like, what is going on with you? Why don't you have the motivation? This is a profession. Like, it's not like you walk into IT and you just pick it up out of the blue, right? You know, you're intentionally... That is really weird. It's like, it's got this slide mechanic. I don't know if I like this. There's got to be a way to turn the nose of the glider. Maybe I just need to get enough forward momentum. But, so, like, the same rules apply. Like when I was running the guild, I was the guild leader. I had a certain standard that I was looking for out of the leaders to help me run the guild. And nobody listened. Nobody cared. You know, and it just put me in a position emotionally as to where, like, you know what? I don't want to bother doing this anymore because nobody else cares about it but me. All right, now we go this way. So, that's what happens when you have a Twitch community. Or you have a other community. Like, you become, like, the head of the community by default. you know, because it's my Twitch channel, it's my YouTube channel, like you know, I have to manage to a degree the profanity, the way that people treat people inside of the community, because like if you're a complete douchebag, you know what I mean, you're going to get removed from the community, and it's just like those kinds of interactions, they wear me down. And I get angry because it doesn't feel like you should, I mean, like, I don't want you here causing trouble, but I don't want to feel like I'm also impeding on your fun, and the fact that I have to keep bringing things up, and the fact that you keep putting me in a position where I got to say something to you about it makes me feel uncomfortable. Then I get angry, and then I start treating people poorly, because it's like, why aren't you, you know, just being a decent human being? Why do you got to be a, you know, a piece of shit? And it's just like, it creates a really uncomfortable dynamic for me that I get triggered on really easily. So it wears me out, right? And I have a hard time being social with people, because just being in the presence of other people makes me tired. And it wears my energy out, and because I don't have a lot of it to give anymore, it just, social aspect of things just become extremely difficult for me. If I could have a Twitch community or a YouTube community where I didn't have to be the leader, and people just respected each other and treated each other with like decency, you know, that's fine. But I'm not interested in, you know, me dictating to people what the rules are and all that crap. I've done so much of that shit in the past. It's mind-numbingly irritating. So I have no room and no energy to contribute to someone else being a dirtbag. And so now it's like I have a no tolerance policy. Even if somebody were to give me thousands of dollars in this Twitch stream, if you treat somebody else like a dirtbag, and you're just a dirtbag in general, then I don't care. I'll ban you, get rid of you. You're not here anymore. You no longer get to hang out with me, and I'll actually block you so you can't even watch the stream. You know, I just have a no tolerance policy. But the reality is, I suspect, like, I suspect that I won't, and I don't communicate very well, you know, like if I don't feel like playing a game, or I don't want to do something, you know, and then it's like people get these expectations, like, well, I play these games, and I've gathered these followers, and these followers only like these games, and I started kind of thinking about it, right? Like, you see all these streamers having thousands upon thousands of, you know, potential like followers, and oh, I'm not going here. I'm going see Gina, and I think she's, you know, and then you only have 5 people hanging out and watching at any one time. And it's like, huh, why is it like that? And even if they have thousands and thousands of followers, maybe they only have several hundred views on their videos. And you're going, well, why is it like that? And then it started dawning on me, well, you know, the game they're playing right now may not be the game that clicks with the largest majority of their community. Because who can play the same game every day without fail unless they're like completely obsessed with it? You know, like something like League, I can see where people would get involved, and, you know, they can stick around because it's like, but the thing is, I don't have the mechanical skill, nor do I have the emotional, I wouldn't say resilience, but emotional, energy to put up with that kind of stuff. It's too hard on me. I'm too sick. It's too hard. And I would just assume avoid it. But I'm also a creature that likes to succeed at what I do. And so I push myself to try to get better at what I do. And I think that upgrading the quality of the stream, the microphone, you know, it gives it a certain level of professionalism that doesn't exist, even if I'm not necessarily professional myself. Like, I just, professional visual and audible quality. Because it's eye candy to me. Like, I like eye candy. I just like candy like that. So, you know, like candy of the senses, eyes, hearing, smells, you know, all that stuff is super important to me, you know, and even if it's not important to other people, How do I get up there? Maybe I'm heading the right way anyway? I mean, I can climb these rocks, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm not successful because I just don't have the fortitude to put the energy into it. You know, despite what I'm going through. You know, my depression gets the better of me and I end up giving up. You know, or maybe I just become too exhausted and I can't continue. I don't know what the answer is directly, but I know that my exhaustion plays a big part in me succeeding at anything I do, because it's like I just get so tired I literally can't go forward. It's not a matter of mental. Ah! Let's try this side. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's too bad there's not like something that you can take to not necessarily increase your stamina, but like, oh geez, you know what I mean? Like refill it while you're climbing. I mean, can I do that? Can I even eat anything while I'm climbing? I can, but it doesn't add to my stamina. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to scale this wall. I think it's just a bit too high for me. So how does the glide work? Like, I'm going down. Like, how do I go forward? There we go. Okay, so we push the button forward, and we just kind of, like, move the mouse around. Okay. That's not bad. I think they got to work on that a bit. I think that it can be better than that. So I really don't know how to get to where I'm going. Oh. You go in here, blah, 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 you go over here. Okay, never mind. I know where I'm going now. Wow, that was a brain fart moment. I'm actually getting pretty hungry. I'm going to have to make myself some food in a minute. But in the reality of, you know, like with Twitch and all that stuff, like, a lot of people don't even bother to give me the opportunity to win them over. And I get it. I'm the same way on Twitch channels. I don't necessarily, I'll look at somebody and go, look, man, I don't like the way they look. And I'm gone. I don't like the way that voice sounds. Pink, gone. You know, so it's like, it's all superficial. And if you don't have the right mix of whatever people are looking for, then, uh-oh, too bad for you. But the reality is, I don't want everybody in my streams. I only want the people that connect with me, and that's it. Gina!
Sorry, I was in my thoughts. Huh?
Unfortunately, progress has been slow. Gina, I'm starting to question, like, your skills here. I spotted some of the glowing across the gorge. It sort of reminds me of something I found near my tent, likely human-made. It looks like some kind of ancient carving. If I could only study it up close. No, you don't want to borrow the glider? Don't think Hecla would be too happy about me jumping off a cliff. Do your best to make your own way over there and stay safe, okay? We'll do our best. Does flow mix with other elements? I read myths about the unique types of flow outside of that. If flow is really in the water around here, it would explain a lot. I used to think it was weird that Hecla followed me around everywhere. It is kind of weird. The other apprentice scholars tease me sometimes, saying I needed a nanny. I actually sent her away for a bit, but then we realized I missed having someone around that cared for me no matter what. So what if the situation is a little unconventional? There you go. Alright, so, like, the glider, I mean, will allow me to... I would really like to see them fix this glider thing, because it's like, it really bugs me that it, like, doesn't glide right. The only reason I say anything is, I was a hang glider pilot for 30 years, and, yeah, and I understand the dynamics of gliding, and because it's so off color as far as the way they got the glider moving, it's really, like, it kind of bugs me. I don't think you should be able to go left to right, like side to side, like, you know, strafing in a glider. That's not, no. Nope. That doesn't work like that. Feels like it's gonna bubble up any time right now. Yo. It's a puzzle. Hey, you want to help me out with this puzzle? You.
Watch that angle when your life depends on it. It will. It will.
So it looks like it's a fish.
Alright, bet. Better sign that paycheck. Better start signing that paycheck.
No, I solved it already.
Better start signing. You better start signing. You better start...
Ah, I was thinking that might have... Not that, but I was wondering what that was all about when I saw it. It looks like a phoenix or a dragon or something. Can you fill it back up? Thanks. He's up by my feet.
If we're like a single $1 bill.
Oh. Okay. You're not feeling too good?
Nah, you
But it might not be a bad idea for me to stream on Twitch and upload it to YouTube for a bit. I don't know. I ended up getting YouTube mad at me because I was trying to increase the quality of my stream.
I do have a ruble.
I do have a I got YouTube mad at me recently for trying to create too many streams and turning them off. They're like, after about 50 of them, they're like, oh yeah, you can't do that anymore for 24 hours. Strange writing says storage in the human language. There are additional carvings below it that are hard to make out. The door won't budge. Yeah, I was trying to convince my son to try streaming. He mentioned he likes it, but he's not sure he wants to do it. I think him and his friends would have such good luck with it. They're an electric group of people. I think people would naturally gravitate to hang out with them. So I really don't know where I'm going now. I can't go in the water. And so I guess I go back this way because it seems like the only way I can go. And, oh, here we go. 5 mushrooms and 1 ancient chest. That just doesn't work for me, man. There's no way that happens in real life. Can I, like, get rid of the... Door is locked. Perhaps there is a way to open it. What could possibly open this thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's happening pretty quickly here. I'm gonna have to stop soon. Oh, hey, check it out. Another chest. Secret loot. There was something there. Oh, come on, guys. We can't do this. This can't be the way a glider works. I thought I saw a chest as I was going up, so I wanted to land there. Like, they should incorporate dynamic flying like they did in WoW. That was pretty nice. I really liked it. The one thing I hated about the dynamic flying is that, like, there was always this wind shear every time you flapped your wings. Ah, so that's how I return to Gina? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop soon. I didn't realize it's been an hour already. That's crazy. Time is just flying by. It didn't feel like it was even anything close to an hour. Oh. So the image I saw was some kind of ancient puzzle. And you heard a sound when you matched all the pieces up, you know? Like I said before, there's another one of these in the ruins across the river from my tent. Maybe we should check it out to be maybe we should check it out. They might be responding to your presence. Okay.
Really should get back to it.
Vault. Meet Gina in the ruins near Hekla's tent. Well, I think the goal here now is I'm gonna go head back to my house and call it a stream for the moment, and give myself an opportunity to rest up, because the longer I sit here, the worse things get, and it's not good for me. I gotta stop pushing myself so hard, because it's like I've always tried to do things well, and have a bit of a detailed-orientated nature, is what I'm told I'm supposed to say. Apparently perfectionist now is an irritating term to people. Silver ore. Well, that's nice. Let me actually do this. I'll take those silver ore. And let's create some silver bars. Can I do silver bars? No. Okay. But it's probably not a bad idea. Do some clay. And some more clay. Start, you know, like converting all this clay into something. Got a lot of clay. Well, hopefully, you know, if anybody can learn anything from me, and I think that's also part of what I'm trying to do, is share my experiences so that if people learn something from me, I would be grateful, because it's weird. Like, I was talking to my wife earlier. It's like when I was younger, I prayed for wisdom. It was like the one thing that I wanted to have is wisdom. The question is, how do you get wisdom without actually going through experiences? It's impossible. So I've been through hell and back on wheels, and I have a lot of wisdom to offer, but it doesn't do me or anybody any good when I can't share it, right, and help other people with it. Because I've learned a lot from all the experiences that I've gone through, especially all these medical experiences. It's like ungodly amounts of like, you know, and it's like the only thing I can share with people is take care of your body, take care of your body. You know what I mean? You might think it's okay to eat a, you know, crap ton of candy and all kinds of other stuff, and everything seems fine now. Then you wake up, 30 years later with gut dysbiosis and other kinds of problems, and you got like your whole world's melting down because you can't do anything without suffering for it. And I'm not saying that all my problems are linked to candy. I mean, that's not how it works. For me anyway. I mean, I might have some issues because of the candy I ate, and it's not like I ate like crap all the time, but the point I'm trying to make is candy can lead to diabetes and, or whatever. So it's like these decisions you make now are going to affect your future if you're around long enough. And it just saddens me that I don't have the ability to help others, avoid the pitfalls that I've gone through. But with that, I'm going to get going. Hopefully everybody has a good evening and you enjoy yourselves. And always set aside some time to take care of your body. Be well, my friends.